Hi guys, welcome back. So it's been a while since I've done some printmaking and I realised how much I missed it. I got really hooked up on acrylic pouring for a few months because it was such a fun, colourful process that I forgot, sometimes you need to step back and go monochrome for a while, or in that version I went very colourful for a while. So now I've had a lot of fun with colours, I'm going to do some more printmaking, and today I'm going to just be doing some collage printmaking. Simple as that. Underneath here there is an assortment of bits of paper that have been left behind from scouring the board, and also some bits of acrylic paint that has dried that I can't peel off because it's not quite thick enough. And I thought I'd just leave it on there just for some texture references. So I've got my scrumped up bits of paper which I'm going to rip and then create a collage in. So we're just going to start with that. The printing ink I'm going to be using is block liner printing ink. I will leave a link in the description box below. I already have got this roller. I bought this from Amazon as well. It's pretty decent. I think it was about £3. And as well as my ink, it was about, I think it was just short of a fiver, and it's 300ml and it's lasted me so long. I think it's almost about 9 months now and I'm still going on the same bottle, so there is that to happen. Just going to create the composition and then we'll start printmaking. I think I want to go for a landscape one because I haven't done that for such a long time. The bits of paper that I put down obviously aren't going to print onto the paper because it's blocking the ink, but you can reuse the bits of paper afterwards because obviously on one side it's going to soak up all the ink, meaning that you can use it as like a kind of like mid ground, if that's the right word. I want to say. I'm just using ordinary paper to do this. First one's always going to be a bit dark in terms of contrast because this is a completely new board. Normally I have loads of layers of bits of paper which leave like individual marks, but this is just a fresh a fresh print. This type of printmaking also helps with composition skills, similar to like my mixed media pieces as well, just because you are like bouncing around with bits of paper. Okay, so the paper I've got is kind of this sugar paper. It's like a brown colour, and I have actually wetted it and left it to dry a little bit so it can soak up as much of the ink as possible. I do this just because it actually looks a lot better and a lot less grainy. You can use any sort of paper and then just wet it, but that is just the sort of paper I want to use today. Okay. From my point of view, I can already see the little bits of paper that sticking through the composition. Because this paper is quite wet, I'm just going to dab it down slowly. Okay, well, it's definitely printed. Okay, so here it is. This is the printed version onto the paper, obviously. As you can see, there are some really nice marks. Very, very blocky in terms of contrast, but that's expected for like the first print. So in terms of composition, parts of it are really nice and interesting, but going landscape is quite hard to do if you're not quite balancing it right. So I think what I'll do for next time is do a portrait landscape, if that makes any sense. And yeah, a really good print for getting back into it. I haven't really touched printmaking for about a month, and I am really starting to feel the side effects of like doing mono printing without doing any printing at all. Just like doing my acrylic pours, I just want them to be really dark, and I'm like, okay, maybe I do need to move back into mono printing. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a like if you did, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and don't forget to check out my description box for all my links to my social media, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!